looks like they may have started, but that's okay. No worries about that. We've got Colacoma at the bottom of your screen. Looks like they fired off an exploit and may have grabbed either the Shoal Stirrings or the Var Limitless there from Theo's side. Theo's got a hand of 2 Sending Agents, an Hourglass, a Shoal Dredger, and a Urid and a Feln Vow in hand.
Yep. They're they have some of what they want. They have the Hourglass, they have the Vow, but they're still looking for both, ways to get, like stuff like Urid and Shoulder in the Void, and then, reanimation spells. So they're a couple pieces away from being able to kind of enact their game plan. Colacoma, on the other hand, has, most of their tools. I think they're probably gonna end up exploiting this Rollant, and their curve looks pretty reasonable overall.
Absolutely. Just telling the players there that they're good to go. I know that they got started a little early, so just want to make sure that they knew that they were all good. Hopefully, they're not facing any issues. As I mentioned, both these players pretty high up on the leaderboard. The Overmaster number 2 right now, Colacoma number 16. Colacoma needs to keep winning because they got an outside shot. They're one of the lower ranked players on the wildcard watch, but if they can make a top 3 and leapfrog a couple other players, they may have a good shot here. Of course, anybody that wins today also just gets the trophy and the automatic bid. So everybody's still alive for that as well. I would love it, by the way, if the Overmaster was the number 1 non-trophy winner player for 11 weeks and then won the trophy on the 12th week. would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that would be a really sick storyline. Thor's going for 2 exploits. Makes sense. I wonder if they're gonna plunder away the reappropriator here.
Yeah,
If they're
double exploits. Take out both copies of Send an Agent. No, they're just going to keep the reappropriator. They've got one more power for the Speaking Circle, hoping to draw it over the next 2 turns. Winchest
well,
Merchant.
yep. So Theo did draw one component of their plan in near perfect imitation. They still need, a way to get more stuff in their void, ideally, and they also need, they need a unit on board. They did find the
Yeah.
power, which is that once they have it set up, they can cast near perfect imitation, which is good. But they're just still a couple pieces away, and Colacoma is starting to apply pressure. So
Yeah, that was interesting. Colacoma, they're missing on the power to hit Speaking Circle, but if you're going to miss on the power to hit Speaking Circle, having a having a warp Deathwing is probably the best option on there. So being able to warp
yep,
that out and then hitting the power the next turn. And here comes Speaking Circle. Let's roll the dice. We've got. Let's see, thought I saw one
reread.
go in there, but can't see it now. For some reason, I can't see them. But reread, I didn't catch what the second one was, and third one was that Devastating Setback, maybe.
Reread, Waylay, and Devastating.
Waylay.
Um, I'm trying to remember. Is Waylay expedition legal?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. We'd have to look that up. I did hear before we started this event that now they enabled expedition challenges. Is that correct? So we should be limited to expedition now on this, but I'm not sure if that's implemented yet or what exactly. But I
I,
believe that should be working now.
yeah, I think I heard that through the grapevine, but I'm not a
I don't think
hundred.
we've had it confirmed, but
So that's interesting. Maybe it is an expedition. I don't know. Maybe someone in chat, we're in the future. They can, they can tell us whether or not that card's expedition. I could also just try to look that up real quick. I'm not going to do that though because I'm going to focus on the game instead.
we'll ask chat. They got 5 minutes to tell us. All right, reread there. Here comes Senate Agent to take care of that reappropriator. Still got a Deathwing out though, and Speaking Circle's got one more chapter left. Unfortunately for Theo, they don't really have a lot in the way of immediate damage here to kill the Speaking Circle before Queen of Glass gets out there.
Yeah, I mean that Waylay was brutal. Like basically just like removed their entire void, and the whole point of their deck is to reanimate stuff from their void. So
Yeah, absolutely. Days Undoing in chat says no, Waylay is not legal in Expedition. So either that is not possible, or our players did not do an Expedition challenge. Either way, not a big deal. So Devastating Setback, the last one there, and then Builder's Decree. Colacoma grabbed from the market there. We're going to start with the Devastating Setback.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see which of the 2 cards in their hand they play. They're going to play the Builder's Decree. That makes sense.
Yep, makes sense. And like I said, the tough thing for Overmaster here is gonna be very difficult for them to kill Speaking Circle before Queen of Glass gets out. Now they do have how many Senate agents? We've already seen them got rid of some Senate agents, right? We'll have to see how many.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna be it.
It, yeah.
Colacoma takes one.
Colacoma taking game one. Again, these are two very, very accomplished players. Colacoma gonna take game one there. If you want to watch Colacoma in action, I believe the final match was it, Doc, in the team series, in the team showcase.
No, that was a great match, and that was a great final game for sure. Definitely worth watching. That's Tabu versus Colacoma.
Yeah, I was rubbing Doc a little bit for that, but in all reality, that is a very strong match. So if you want to see some really high quality Eternal, definitely check out that Tobo versus Colacoma. It's the final match of the team series from a couple weeks ago. It's really 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 impressive. Two really good players going at it, making some really crucial decisions. So definitely watch that out if you want to learn a bit. All right.
Yep.
Holocoma looking at a hand of 2 power, just desserts, exploit, reappropriator, know thy enemy. Seems like a pretty good hand. It's a little short on power, but seems like a pretty good hand.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think both player. I don't know. I would keep both hands as far as I can tell. Um, Colacoma's is a little more risky and a little slow, but I think the payoff is there. The reappropriator is again really good against Arcanum Hourglass, so that's important. Exploit's also good. Know thy enemy can clear away, like Dark Water Vines and stuff like that, and Master Cartographer and Vine Grafter and stuff. So yeah, I like both keeps here.
All right, Shoal Dredger going to mill over a power. You're going to play out a power, and they're going to go turn one Darkwater Vines. Colacoma just going to play out their depleted power, drawing Roland, which is pretty good. Although Colacoma's going to need to draw some power here. I guess they can plunder with the exploit, but they're going to want to be able to deploy their hand smoothly.
Yeah, they're gonna need to draw some more power soon. They
Exploit
won't
will
be able
give you will give you one more, but you're going to need more than that to play out the curve that you want here. All right, there's a Shadow Sigil off the top. Asking you shall receive, I guess, and that turns on the that turns on the other power as well. There's a
Yeah,
seat.
seems pretty good. Theo notably has an Uxu and a Vara now in their void, and their hand now has 3 different reanimation spells. I assume Cole will probably take either the. Oh, they took one of the stirrings. Interesting. I was thinking they would take the near perfect imitation, um, but that also makes sense, I guess.
They're going to turn one of their reappropriators into a Shadow Sigil to make sure they hit their fours on time. But as you
Hmm.
mentioned, Theo's still having 2 reanimation spells in their hand.
Yep, and now they have the option. I guess near perfect imitation is fine in the sense that like Colacoma has this just desserts up. So maybe that's why they kept it. They left Theo with it, but I don't know. I still know you can take away their option to reanimate Vara if you take the near perfect imitation.
Another Roland off the top. Now, unfortunately, notably, Roland requires 4 justice. So
Yeah,
only a 3 justice here, not able to deploy either of these Rolands. These mismatched Rolands here, Colacoma. But hey,
wow.
justice symbol off the top. That'll help.
Yeah, that seems good.
All right, Shoal Dredger. There you go. Going to flip Darkwater Vines, and now they're castable at 4.
Yep. Now Theo's got to be pretty careful here. Um, a just desserts would be pretty bad news for them if they attack into it.
Winchest Merchant going to go here. Here are the options. You're going to toss the reappropriator for a Detros technique here.
Mm, I like it. Seems good. It answers one of Theo's big threats that they reanimate.
So kill an enemy unit or site with cost 6 or more and give it Void Bound. Relevant here. And then give one of your Valkyrie +2 to put in regen, or create and draw a random Valkyrie. So we're very likely looking at the first usage there on that technique.
Yep. So Hourglass. Let's see how much power they have in their void. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 power cards in their void. So this Hourglass, is going to do a lot of work, especially considering that. I mean, Cola I believe, plundered both of their reappropriators away.
They
So,
plundered one, they tossed the other one to the market.
oh, you're right.
But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if they can get shadow cards from the market though.
I don't think so. Probably not. Yeah.
It might is essentially the same thing. Lord Stairs Tower here off the top for Colacoma. I must have missed that on top, or it's only Valkyrie. Was it Warp or Valkyrie Warp for that? Valkyrie Warp, right? Yeah. So they didn't have any Valkyries out.
And
That's why.
they drift return, I would guess.
Yeah. All right. Send an agent here is going to take care of that merchant.
Interesting. I almost wonder if that's you want to save that for a backbreaker, but maybe that's corner case and you just want to kill the flyer. Either way, um, Theo, I think wanted to get one of their. They had, I think, 4 undepleted power and 1 depleted power, and they got the 1 depleted power there, which is kind of unfortunate. Which means they can't, play either near perfect imitation or shoal strings this turn. They can, however, sabotage.
Yeah, so it's pretty good being able to pitch the Urid and fire off a sabotage here. Colacoma. Oh, interesting. So because it's cost 6 or more, Shoal Dredger does have the reduced cost, so Twist Technique actually can't hit it.
Yeah. And take just desserts, okay.
Seeing that
They're
the
gonna
path is
attack.
clear, going to go ahead and attack in now.
This does make it dangerous though that like if and when Theo reanimates something, Colacoma has the answer for it. But Theo does know about it, so they can plan accordingly.
True. All right, here comes that reappropriated number 3 for Colacoma.
That seems really important. I think I would try to get rid of that hourglass as soon as possible if I were them.
Options here on Lord Stairs Tower first, though. Curfew Enforcement, an Ironclad Oath. Pump something for the turn or shrink your opponents. They're going to shrink the opponent's units. They're actually going to fire
Going
off
for
the Roland here instead of the reappropriator.
Interesting.
More power for Theo going up to 6 here.
So I imagine we're going to, I guess, Priest and Shoulder, and you can attack. I mean, it still seems very, risky to play either of the reanimation spells here with that Decross technique in hand.
Yeah, agreed.
But at least, Colacoma has to do something about, the 6/6s and the 7/6s that are, just attacking. If they want to keep their side alive, they might have to block with a Roland or 2.
Yeah, potentially. And Theo with 2 ways to reanimate something, plus another copy of Shoal Dredger in hand and a Priest. And the Shoal Dredger is 3 cost, as Doc mentioned, can play out both that and the Priest. So lots of gas that Theo's able to deploy, but just has to figure out how they want to sequence it, what they want to play out, and how important they care about trying to answer this tower.
Yeah, it seems fairly important. I feel like, I mean, considering that Cola would get a 6/6 flyer, and they will be able to answer Theo's flyer. Oh, they're going for near perfect imitation. Interesting. What are they gonna get here?
So transform one of your units into a copy of something in the void. So you're going to turn that into a Vara Limitless and then attack. And then when Vara Limitless attacks, play another unit from your void. So that full synergy here, going to get a 6/6 lifesteal and then also get a Urid off of it.
Interesting. All right.
But as you predicted, here comes the technique to take care of that Urid permanently.
Yeah, this is kind of brutal. Yep, they can trade with both of them and then make more Valkyries.
And because of those 2 Rolands, got 2 Valkyries there, both with Deadly, able to take care of both of those units. Ooh, not a great turn there, but Colacoma going to take that one.